Full details have not yet been revealed, but here is what we expect to happen on Monday 19th September and how you can follow events. It will be a day of emotion, pomp and ceremony with a service at Westminster Abbey, cottage and military processions across London before a final family ceremony at a chapel in Windsor Castle. Crowds are expected to gather along the mall to watch the procession, and large screens in the Royal Park may be set up to show coverage of the service and other events. The funeral will be broadcast on various televisions and available to stream with continuous updates on the news websites and radios throughout the day, which has been declared a bank holiday across the UK. The Queen's state funeral will take place at Westminster Abbey at 11 a.m. The Abbey is a historical church where Britain's kings and queens are crowned, including the Queen's own coronation in 1953. It is also the place where she married Prince Philip in 1947. There hasn't been a monarch's funeral service in the Abbey since the 18th century, although the funeral of the Queen Mother was held there in 2002. The day will begin as the Queen's coffin is carried from Westminster Hall to Westminster Abbey on the state gun carriage of the Royal Navy. The gun carriage was last seen in 1979 for the funeral of Prince Philip's uncle, Lord Mountbatten, drawn by 142 sailors from the Royal Navy. Senior members of the royal family, including the new king, are likely to follow in procession. Heads of state across the world will be flying in to join members of the royal family to remember the life and service of the Queen. Senior UK politicians and former prime ministers will also be there. US President Joe Biden and the prime ministers of Austria, Canada and New Zealand have confirmed their attendance, and Irish Michael Martin and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen are also said to have accepted invitations. Members of royal families from across Europe, many of them were blood relatives of the Queen, are expected. Belgium's King Felipe and Queen Mathilde and Spain's King Felipe and Queen Letizia are among those who have confirmed they will be there. The service will probably be conducted by the Dean of Westminster, David Hoyle, with the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, giving a sermon, whereas Prime Minister Liz Truss may be called on to read the lesson. Following the funeral service, the Queen's coffin will be drawn in a walking procession from Abbey to Wellington Arch at London's Hyde Corner before heading to Windsor. The Queen's coffin will make its final journey that afternoon to Windsor Castle via the Long Walk. The castle has been inhabited continuously by 40 monarchs across almost 1,000 years. It had special significance to the Queen throughout her life. As a teenager, she was sent to the castle during the Royal Years of London faced the threat of bombarding, and more recently she made it her permanent home during the coronavirus. The King and senior members of the royal family are expected to join the procession in the quadrangle in Windsor Castle before the coffin enters St. George's Chapel for a committal service. St. George's Chapel is a church regularly chosen by the royal family for weddings, christenings, and funerals. It is where the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan, got married, and where the Queen's late husband Prince Philip's funeral was held. The Queen's coffin will be lowered into the royal vaulter before being interred in King George VI Memorial Chapel, located inside St. George's Chapel.